there's a much bigger threat to the men in blue. That's him! Kill the bastard with the video camera! Get him!
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Michelle, please?
This is Michelle speaking.
Hi, this is Adam Robinson. I was calling to see if you wanted to offer any comment. I'm about to release the results of my investigation about your department, and I was wondering if you wanted to make any comment about it before, because obviously your name's going to come up a lot.
I mean, I haven't seen it yet.
Once I leave that location and drive 1,500 miles home, I'm out. I have no repercussions. I have no way to do anything about this behavior. And so that's why I stayed until somebody would identify her. And instead of identifying her, they arrested me. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, that's what I see on the video.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Sheriff's Office, this is Jocelyn.
Hi, Jocelyn. This is Captain Thompson at District 1. I need you to run an out-of-state motorcycle license plate for me.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Illinois, Echo Sierra 693. You probably already took one.
Looks like it's advising that it's valid through March. Oh, no.
Okay,
hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I'm reading this right.
Okay.
Looks like its expiration was March 24th, 2020. So it's expired. It returns to a 2013 Yamaha motorcycle, white in color.
Okay, can you run the registered owner, make sure he's valid, and then run a criminal history on the registered owner?
Okay, and we'll send it to you.
Okay, will you send an email, or how does that come? I don't normally request these things, so can I just send it in an email?
Yeah, through email.
Okay.
Yeah.
That individual right now is on the verge of being trespass warned from Station 1. He's outside pounding on the doors. We've already told him he has no business here, and he's videotaping and recording. So I may or may not call back shortly to have a deputy come and give him a trespass warning, but I'll let you know.
Okay, and which station was it?
District Station 1, Cudjoe.
Oh, okay.
Tom?
All right.
I'd rather have a uniform guy do it that's BWC, because he's going to complain. It's just, that's why I didn't talk to him, because I'm not wearing one. Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem. Bye.
Okay.
Communications, that's Robin.
Hi, I'm just sitting here at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, and I was submitting a form for a FOIA request and for a complaint form. And as I was leaving, an officer came out and wrote down my license plate number, and now they've locked me out of the building, and I need some help.
What building are you at? Which one?
This is the one that's right by Cujo Keys.
Oh, so you're in Cudjoe?
Yes, correct.
At the 21? And you were filling paperwork out for one of the deputies?
Yeah, I filled it out and completed it, and then a woman came out, an older lady with short hair. She came out and threatened me and wrote down my license plate number, and I told her that she was trying to retaliate against me, and she said I can't take pictures or film, which I think you and I both know I can. And so now I need somebody to unlock this door so I can get her name and badge number.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
What is your name?
Good Citizen.
Okay, so you're not going to leave me your name to have the deputy meet with you to come out there?
They need to open the door right now. Just call
Okay.
them.
I'll do that, sir. Thanks. Hold on that. Is anybody inside joke? Like, Deputy White?
Sheriff's office.
Hey, it's Robin.
It's Robin.
In communications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hey,
banging on the door.
Yes. Oh, my God. And he just told me, you just called them and tell them to come out here now because I want their names. Just like, oh, my God, what's going on? You want a deputy over there?
Yeah, I have the LT right here so he can hear you.
Hey, Robin, what's up?
Hey, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this guy. He wouldn't give me his name.
Freaky's coming down from up north to trespass warn this guy. We don't want to engage with him because we don't have body cameras on. But
Okay.
he's wanted to complain about the cleanup today, and it was all taken care of. And then we wanted to find out who he was, and when we went out and got his license plate on his motorcycle, he got all upset about that. So
Okay.
now he's out there walking around the station. We're just going to trespass warn him, sitting him on his
Okay,
head.
it looks like it's from the phone he called me from. It says Adam Robinson.
Adam Robinson. Okay, yeah, we just Captain just made a request for his plate.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to stick that in there because when I asked him for his name,
Yeah.
he started kind of getting a little bit snotty with me, so I'm just a concerned citizen. I said, but you're wanting me to have it.
Engage with him, that's all.
Okay. Okay, I'll let him know.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Right?
Is that him calling?
I don't know, but I'm like...
Sheriff's office. Jasmine.
Hi, I'm standing outside the police station in Monroe County Sheriff's Office in near Cudjoe Key, and I'm
Okay.
trying to get inside. They've locked me out of the building. I'm trying to get someone's name and badge number.
Okay, who exactly?
Well, if I knew their name and badge number, I wouldn't be asking for it, would I?
Yeah, I guess so. What is your date of birth?
No, you can call me Good Citizen.
Well, I have your name, Adam, right?
No.
Okay, well, I know you're Adam, and they're already aware.
How would you know that?
They're aware. We'll get someone over there.
Open the door now.
Sir, I'm not even there to open the door.
I understand, but there's no...
So we'll let someone know.
I've escalated this. Okay, open the door so I can go on my way.
I don't have a way of opening the door, so I'll have someone en route.
Thank you.
Central 1117. Confirming your route to Cudjoe.
Hey, from the 29.
Copy from the 29.
Sheriff's office, this is Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine. I need somebody to open the locked door.
Sir, you need to stop calling. I let you know that someone's en route, okay?
Do you know that I've been sitting outside for 11 minutes?
11 minutes? Okay. Someone's en route. Thank you. Bye.
1117.
1117, go ahead.
Just be advised that subject's called numerous times demanding we open the door.
Is he calling on 911?
He is not.
1117, copy. Southbound at the 27 right now.
Copy.
1122, I'm out the back 1117.
Copy at 1036.
Communications, this is Robin.
Hi.
Hello?
Call back every 5 minutes until the door's open.
Okay, they're on their way out.
What do you mean on their way? This building is the size of my garage.
Okay, well, they're on their way out, okay?
No.
Sheriff's office, this is Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine, Tom Walker down at Cudjoe. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Can you tell me how many times this gentleman has called 911 about the Cudjoe substation?
He hasn't called 911. He keeps calling the admin line.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good, very good. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let us know if he persists.
Okay.
We're going to take care of it here very quickly, though. Thank you.
Yeah, okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Hi, do you work here?
No, I don't.
Good luck getting in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nobody's letting you in?
No, they did, but I submitted a complaint and then a FOIA request, and now they've locked me out, so I'm trying to get someone's name and badge number.
It says our office is closed at this time.
They did that after I walked out.
Huh.
Maybe we should knock.
If you need a deputy sheriff.
Yeah, I called dispatch a few times. I see some movement now up front.
Huh.
you don't mind me taking care of this quickly.
No, man. I mean, it sounds like you have a legitimate concern.
It's not okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. They should be able to give you their information.
They ran my license plate.
Yes, sir. I was just curious. I wanted to get some customer service. I'm standing outside your front door. Are you guys closed for a while today, or what?
Where are you standing?
Right in front of your glass doors.
Which glass doors?
Facing your parking lot. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm at the substation on Cudjoe. There's a sign on the door that says to call you if I need assistance or something.
Oh, yes. Just wait right there, okay?
Oh, thanks.
What's your name?
Lee Bailey?
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, man.
Sure. What's this about again?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you some questions on like what your normal procedures are for, you know, concerns in the neighborhood if you see reckless driving that might be dangerous, like how you report it and go about that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'll transfer you to the substation.
Oh, thanks. Well, fuck, I guess if it's not important to them, it's not important to
No,
me.
stick around, man. It would be helpful.
Have a good day, bro.
You too, man. I'm actually here complaining about their driving. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
11:15.
Arrival.
You here to open the door?
No, sir, I'm not here to open the door. Do you have your identification on?
Yeah, I just need to know what crime you suspect
Keep
me
your
of
hand out of
committing.
your pocket.
I just need to know what crime you suspect me of committing.
No crime.
Well, then I'm not going to ID.
Right now, it's trespassing because you've been told to leave.
I haven't been trespassed.
Okay, well, you've been told to leave
No, I
and you
haven't.
failed to do so.
No, I have not.
I need to see your identification.
I have not been trespassed from this location, sir. All I
Okay,
need
well, I'm
is-
here to do
Sir,
that now. Okay.
I'll leave, but I need to have her name and badge number. She contacted me.
Who?
You understand the conundrum?
Who?
What do you mean who? I need her
Which
name and badge
person?
number.
Which lady?
She has a short haircut. She's older. How many of those ladies do you have here?
I don't know anyone.
Well, then let's
that
open the
matches
door and
that
find out.
description.
Let's open the door and find out.
No, I'm not opening the door.
I need somebody who contacts me as a public official to identify themselves to me.
I need you to
when they
identify
run-
yourself
I'm not
to
gonna
me
do that.
because I am law enforcement and
gonna
I'm
do
here because you're acting suspiciously.
Is that a crime?
No, but in the state
You
of
know
Florida,
I'm here.
listen to me.
No, you know why I'm
Listen
here.
right now.
You know why I'm here,
Listen
sir.
to me. Listen to me, okay? I'm requesting your identification. In the state of Florida, you are required to identify yourself to a law enforcement officer.
If you suspect me of committing a crime, or about to commit a crime, or you have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime.
And that would be that
Rats. No.
now. Okay?
No.
Which it
Give me,
is.
give me her name. He was out there. He can identify her.
Okay.
What is her name and badge number, sir?
Go ahead. Put
What
your
are you
hands
doing?
behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
More escalation. I will give her name and badge number.
We don't have badge numbers, Slick.
I was told you did.
No, we don't.
Given badge number.
Central calling you, 1117.
Stay back, ma'am.
1117, code pass. Central 1117, code pass.
I'm sorry?
Central calling you, 1117.
Where's your cell phone? Is this it here?
It's in my right pocket.
Okay, we'll get it.
Code 5 will be wanting custody shortly. Copy, code 5.
Right now, obstruction. Alright, go ahead, step out of the car. Watch your head. Take a seat on the bench and right there.
I do
Good,
have
you
you
got
a
plenty
traffic
of-
stop at the door. So it's
Yep. She'll get you out of cuffs in just a minute. And law enforcement.
We have a main. Joining us via Zoom is, could you please state your name for the record?
Tricia Thompson.
Could you raise your right hand, Captain Thompson, and do you swear or affirm that the statement you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do. Going back to work, but I guess he turned around and came back into the parking lot, and the next thing I hear is boo, boo, boo on the side door to the station. But he was pounding on the door, demanding to be let in, demanding for us to open the door, and basically acting like a fool. He went around the building, pounding on the doors and windows. And so I instructed Brenda, look, come out of the front lobby, put the, office closed notice on the door. We're not going to get into it's not my first rodeo. I've run into police agitators before, both amateur and professional. And their whole game is to agitate law enforcement to the point where, unfortunately, occasionally some people lose their composure and say or do regrettable things, which they then capture and sell to content, usually on the internet, and then try to use to sue.
Hi. I need a officer complaint form and a FOIA form.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll send it to you. Bye. There's a form right here. This is a complaint form.
Okay.
Oh, this is how to complain.
Mhm.
This is a complaint on a deputy, right?
It is.
Okay.
I could tell that she was upset, and what she explained was that someone had just been in the lobby and kind of caught her out in front in the, it's not really a man trap or an effective security vestibule out front, it's just a lobby. And she'd been out there cleaning. We were still in the throes of COVID, so masks, and she was, sanitizing the front space. When the individual came in and wanted to make a complaint on a couple of road patrol deputies who something traffic related, he objected to some way that they had maneuvered vehicles or something during a traffic situation. But what concerned her was his behavior, and she found him to be aggressive and threatening, and he videoed, or he was using his phone.
It was an unmarked police interceptor. They were hiding on the side of the road, two of them, and one of them pulled out in front of my wife, who was driving the car in front of me, and I was on my motorcycle.
Okay.
So that was the first thing that she did.
Is it just right here where
Right
we're
out here,
picking up the
they were
garbage?
picking up trash, yeah.
Okay.
So they basically cut us off while we were driving at the speed limit, which I pay attention because I ride a motorcycle, and I have to pay more attention than most people.
Okay.
That was the first thing. That wasn't so bad, but they decided to make a left across the road and stop basically in both lanes of traffic. No turn signal, no emergency lights.
Okay.
That's very dangerous, especially for people who are enjoying the scenery and not watching the back of my motorcycle.
Right.
Okay, so I approached them after they pulled over. I indicated that I need them to tell me that they understand that they can't do that. Instead, they simply told me to walk away, and they
What
didn't.
do they look like?
One of the female officers, the driver, was She had darker hair, darker skin, about your build, I would say.
Okay.
The other officer in the passenger seat, who I don't need to put a complaint form on, she was heavy set, long hair.
Okay. All right.
So if you can help me identify those officers.
Okay, I will. Let me get some paper.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She said that she was scared. She was scared. She said she took his information and instructed him. She was able to de-escalate by instructing him to take the complaint and go down to internal affairs. You know, that our office had limited staffing. I think Joe was out. She was either out just for the day, or that was a point in time where she was on FMLA. But Brenda was alone in the office, and I think Brenda might have done a cleanup or something that morning. I know it wasn't a normal office day at the station. So she sent him on his way, but she was very clear that he was very upset, and that she felt threatened by him. So I walked out the back door. I thought, well, if he's going to go down to headquarters, we should probably warn them that he's coming in hot and he's upset, and they should know that he's on his way down there to make a complaint. So I walked out the back door. He was on a motorcycle. He had a woman on the back of the motorcycle, and he was already out on the side street getting ready to pull out onto US 1. So I wrote down his license plate number, and I started to walk back into the station. I think Lieutenant Walker, I think Tom went with me, or was holding the door or something. Anyway, as I get back to the door, I hear him yelling at me from the intersection. Hey, you can't do that. Get back here. I want to talk to you. You can't do that. And I thought, oh no, no, we're not having that. So I went back into the station. Part of the reason that I went back into the station immediately was because Brenda had already told us that he had been recording her camera. Lieutenant Walker doesn't wear a body-worn camera, and so it was pretty clear to me at this point, from the way, based on the contact that the confrontation that Brenda had described, and the way he was then addressing us, he's an amateur police agitator. He was someone who was looking for an argument and a confrontation. And without the benefit of our own cameras to record any of that, I opted not to engage in one. So I went back in the building to, make a reasonable effort to de-escalate, which Brenda had already done, and clearly was not successful. And if you're not able to de-escalate, then you just disengage. You don't engage. And certainly without any security footage or security cameras at the building and just him recording, I wasn't going to engage in a conversation. And so he was directed to go down to headquarters, where there are cameras and there are access controls, and there are a lot more people if he would choose to be even more aggressive. And we called in a deputy because he stayed. He kept pounding on the doors, and I'm like, no, we're not having this. Number one, don't come into the station and create a scene and be rude and disrespectful and confrontational with our administrative staff and still expect to get good customer service, because that's not going to happen. So we called in a deputy and told the deputy, look, he's upset. He's been instructed what to do if he would like to make a complaint on an officer.
I appreciate your professionalism. Thank you.
We're happy to take complaints at the station. I took them on the phone. I took them as walk-in complaints. I'm happy to take a complaint from any citizen that feels that they would like to make one, as long as they behave in an appropriate manner. This is a public place, and don't come in and act like a fool and pound on the doors and demand and be rude and confrontational and aggressive and threatening to our employees or to me. So at any rate, we called in a deputy from the road, and we left him stand outside because we were not going to engage in any of the nonsense. We let him stand outside, and eventually, I think it was Don Stulkin that came in from the road and told him look, we're happy to take a complaint, but you're going to have to take that down to headquarters and log it with IA. My understanding is he wouldn't identify himself at first. He wouldn't, and then eventually it was a trespass warrant, and he didn't comply with that trespass warning, and so he was placed under arrest and he was removed. We would have been within our rights to have towed the motorcycle, but there was no need for that. It wasn't taking up that much space. So, make police look like they're mistreating you, like they're being unreasonable, and unfortunately, some people buy into that nonsense. So, anyway, what are your questions?
Did you, after this happened, I'm showing you on, I don't know if you can see that, did you then, because you were concerned about his behavior, issue what we call a situational awareness bulletin? Do you know where, did you do this, or did you have Sergeant Walker do it? Or,
Lieutenant Walker.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant Walker?
He was, going to try to get in people's faces and cause an issue.
Whenever the decision to contact a road deputy, in this case it was Deputy Stolken, whenever that decision was made, who actually reached out and spoke to Deputy Stolken? Do you recall who gave him the briefing on what was going on?
It wasn't me. I don't recall if it was Lieutenant Walker, or if Lieutenant Walker called dispatch and asked him to just send somebody. I don't recall.
Okay. So, Captain Thompson, do you have any kind of specialized background in like a threat assessment sort of situation?
Yeah, I do behavioral threat assessments as an independent consultant. Part of my training in the Bureau was in crisis management, and I've continued that education to become a member of the Association of Threat Assessment Professionals.
Did you, based on your professional, exceptional training, believe that Adam Robinson presented a threat to the Cudjoe substation that day?
Yeah, his behavior was unnecessarily aggressive and confrontational and threatening. I'm not aware that he became physically aggressive, but I am well aware that both the clothing he was wearing and the saddlebags on a motorcycle he was driving were more than capable of concealing weapons. Because our lobby is not secure and because the glass separated him from a view of our administrative staff and the interior into the office building is not bulletproof, or was not at the time bulletproof, or with equipped with any type of security or safety features. The possibility of him, it's not unheard of, unfortunately, in this day and age, that people do attack police stations when they're angry. We did not know if he was armed. We did know he was very angry, but did not know if he was armed, and I simply wasn't willing to risk the safety of the station or our administrative personnel by having him back into the building in the very angry, agitated, irrational state that he was in.
What are the first names of these? This is Wendy, you said?
Wendy and Linda.
Linda, okay. All right. And I just want to say that, so thanks again for your help. If she had simply accepted responsibility and apologized, I probably wouldn't be here. Okay? Thanks.
Okay, and Brenda, do you swear or affirm that the statement you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Basically, he said that there was a vehicle that pulled out onto the highway and caused the traffic to slow down, which could have harmed him because he was on his motorcycle. When all the traffic comes to a sudden stop, he could have gotten hurt. And he still said that if they would have taken responsibility for their actions, he wouldn't have to be in here to make a complaint.
Okay, and so then, that conversation with you, that he has with you is recorded, right?
He recorded it all.
Let me ask you, Brenda, you've worked here for a long time and you've dealt with a lot of people in the public. Were you concerned about his demeanor, or did you...
he didn't have any. I didn't have any problem with him when he was in the lobby, and he left on his own.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Michelle, please?
This is Michelle speaking.
Hi, this is Adam Robinson. I was calling to see if you wanted to offer any comment. I'm about to release the results of my investigation about your department, and I was wondering if you wanted to make any comment about it before, because obviously your name's going to come up a lot.
I mean, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I mean, obviously there's a lot of conflicts between the testimony that the people gave that you interviewed and the information that you had available to you. So, I mean, if you want to try to explain away any of that stuff, I would give you the opportunity before I release this to the public.
Mr. Robinson, I'm not making a statement, but I will just remind you that I told you my job is not to make a determination, right? I just reported what the people told me when I interviewed them, and I reported, I think I did a pretty good job, with summarizing your complaint. And then after that, after I write it down and try to get all of that down into a readable document, I don't get to make any determination from there.
Okay. So do you have the opportunity to ask questions?
Yes.
And did you find that, given the video evidence that I provided to you, that you had asked adequate questions of Patricia Thompson, for instance?
I asked for her statement of what happened.
So when they make the determination about whether or not something was founded, is that based in the evidence that's provided?
The actual evidence. My summary is a summarization of the evidence, but all of that evidence, as you can see, it's referenced in the summary. Right?
Yeah, the problem is that what you summarized wasn't what was in your audio interviews, which I was able to obtain. You see, I can hear Patricia Thompson tell you that she could hear me pounding on the door and that Brenda was scared and things like that. And you actually have evidence that that's not the case. And even Brenda said she wasn't scared. So I just wondered if you wanted to comment on that at all.
But I also put what Brenda told me in there, as well as what Patty told me. You will see my investigation clearly reflects what Brenda said. She said she wasn't scared.
You said that she claimed that she crawled away on her hands and knees because she's afraid of gunfire.
To actual statements.
I've listened to all of the audio, Michelle. Okay. I'm trying to give you an opportunity to defend your actions here. Are you choosing not to?
Mr. Robinson, I'm just going to tell you. My job is to
go
out, get the information, provide that information, summarize the information, and send it up the chain. Okay. I don't make any determination on if I think people are telling the truth, on if they're lying. I'm just the reporter.
Okay. And what about when you told Donald Stulkin's interviewers that this isn't a typical internal affairs investigation because you're being sued? What did you mean by that?
When I told Donald Stulkin's interviewers?
Yeah, he had somebody representing him there, and you said, now, this isn't a typical internal affairs interview because we're being sued. Yeah. What does that mean?
Well, we're not sued on all of the internal affairs investigations.
But why would that impact your behavior, though?
It didn't.
What did you mean by that, then?
It's not a typical investigation because we're being sued. We're not typically sued.
Uh-huh.
Look, Mr. Robinson, in the end, listen, I'm sorry that you're not happy with my investigation.
I just have one more question for you, Michelle. I just want to know, when you said in that interview with Donald Stulkin that you found that Lieutenant Walker was more culpable than Donald Stulkin, what did you mean by that?
Mr. Robinson, give me till tomorrow morning to review it. I don't even remember I'll review it, and if you want me to explain what I meant by that, I mean, I think
Well,
that seems
here's what's going to happen.
self-explanatory. I mean,
Michelle,
he's a senior officer on charge.
Uh-huh.
So anytime you have a senior officer on charge, they're usually responsible for the actions of their subordinates.
but he wasn't held responsible for his actions. You said flat out in the interview with me that you saw that they had come out of the side. You understand that they came out of the side of the building and that they basically arrested me instead of identifying her. You admitted that that's what you saw in the video. So I'm just letting you know that that's what the
I ever admitted that.
Your words.
I don't think.
Your words. Your recording. You guys released the audio files on accident. And now we have them, and now we're going to show the corruption that's going on in internal affairs. I'm just trying to give you an opportunity to explain it.
I don't think they're accident. I think that we released them as part of the investigation.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
So you don't have any concerns about the conflicts that the public's going to see between the statements that you have written and the audio recordings that you have?
I don't
Okay.
think there's any conflict. I mean, it's not an exact transcription, Mr. Robinson. It's a summarization.
Did you ask anybody why they didn't identify Captain Thompson?
You've got everything there. I don't know why you're asking me about what I did or didn't do. You have all the.
I'll ask you again. Did you ask anybody? Did you ask anybody why they didn't identify Captain Thompson?
I don't recall, Mr. Robinson. Did I? I mean, you've got the recordings. I don't have a transcript.
You don't remember with all the people that you talked to if you asked anybody if they.
Precisely. With all the people I spoke to and how. No, I don't recall.
You didn't think that was relevant given that was the basis of my existence?
I didn't say I didn't think it was relevant. I told you I don't remember if I asked him that.
Well, I can tell you didn't. And that's what's going to be prioritized in this next release. So
look, Mr. Robinson, I'm not afraid of you. My investigation.
Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of. This is all objective
reporting. You can call and try to threaten me.
How did I? I've not threatened you. I would never threaten anybody.
I thought that you were going to. I mean,
I've never threatened anyone, Michelle.
Okay, Mr. Robinson. Thanks. Thank you.